I had a conversation with some DJs earlier tonight about standing up or sitting down behind the DJ booth. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. Some of you may have no idea. Now, the idea is, if you're sitting down bored behind the DJ booth, how are you going to encourage anybody in your audience to stand up and dance? So I did a video like 10 years ago where I said, hey, stand up behind the booth. If you physically can, do it. I do, and I'm disabled. I'm still able to do it. The reason I'm able to do it is because I have a real small, easy to set up mobile system that doesn't completely physically exhaust me. I was actually out on an event, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago with another DJ. I was assisting him, and the setup was pretty elaborate. We worked on it all afternoon. I was exhausted. I'm not built for that kind of stuff, you know? And then I was going to run the lights for him, and they were on a high-boy table. And my arm was actually hyperextended because it doesn't work very well, and that can happen if I don't have good support on it. So I was leaning against the high-boy, and this DJ just jumped my case about it. It's like, wow, this is like the old days. The first time I went out with the owner of the first multi-app I worked for, he told me, I don't pay you to sit down, I pay you to stand up. And if you're not getting a record out for me, clap your hands to the music. Which looked pretty ridiculous, especially to songs like Paradise by the Dashboard Light. And I think a lot of that type of body language we'd throw out there, or suggestions we'd throw out there to the crowd, is kind of where the cheesy DJ notion came from. And granted, it was pretty cheesy. The reason we did it was because we didn't have this great mobile system to rely on. It didn't look that nice. It didn't sound that good. And the music library was what I can only describe as very brown paper bag. So it wasn't that interesting. So anything that we could do to throw out some suggestions to the audience to have fun, we would do. Of course, we did dumb microphone stuff too, but just the body language alone seemed to help. Now today, my music library is everything that I want in a music library, and my mobile system looks and sounds good. So I don't have to rely on so much of this cheesy clap your hands DJ thing, but I do still do things as a DJ to throw visual cues out to my audience. You know, when there's a first dance going on and it's about to end and nobody's clapping, what do? You can get on the microphone and say, all right, everybody, give Bob and Stacy a big round of applause. But you've kind of broke the moment at that point. I think a better way to do it is just start clapping at the appropriate time. And then what happens is everybody in the audience hears this and will join you. They'll realize what's going on. And they'll start clapping, and the couple will get the response that they should get after their first dance. Now, I'm not able to do that because I don't have two hands to clap together anymore that makes any sense. This doesn't work. Nobody knows what this is. So what I'll do is I'll kind of try to make eye contact with somebody, and I'll do this. And then they'll start clapping, and I'll go bigger, and they'll start clapping more, and it'll swell, and it happens like it's supposed to. So anyway, standing up is a great idea if you can do it. But if you can't, don't worry about it. But understand that standing up is a pretty powerful body language cue for your audience. So you're going to want to do something to compensate for that. And it could be as simple as just making eye contact with people and smiling. Or bobbing your head to the music when you're in the mix or whatever. Just look like you're having fun. Don't look bored. And you should be fine. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.